notice ever since this virus thing that everybody is suddenly very focused on sanitizing? Well, I would like to think that businesses have been sanitizing before all this, but today I'm curious how all of you guys are doing at home with the much needed supplies for sanitizing. Well, I would like to just tell you that as a business owner, I run a preschool in my home and I make my own sanitizer and disinfectant every day. I can tell you this, that a little goes a long ways. So today I'd like to show you how you could make your own sanitizers and disinfectants for cleaning your own environment. First of all, I'd like to say that the labels and posters and the procedure I'm using is found at the King County Health Department. When you go to their website, they have a tab. You scroll down to the child care section, click on that, and there'll be a tab for bleach. And there you'll find all these labels and posters that you'll see today. The next step we need to do is gather the supplies. So from that website, I've printed all the labels: sanitize, disinfectant, clean, and rinse labels. I've also printed this poster that says know your bleach, and here's a list of protective gear. So I've already have my apron on, and I have some gloves, goggles, a funnel, measuring spoons. This shows a measuring cup, but I choose to use a jar because it fits under the sink that I use for making this each day. It talks about being able to have somewhere to wash your eyes in case you get bleach in your eyes, which I would certainly just use the sink to do that if I were to get it in my eyes. There's also some additional supplies. You'll need the bottles that you'll be using. I use quart-size bottles. I have 2 quart-size bottles, one for disinfectant, one for sanitize. I also have a small blue bottle and a small green bottle. I have some markers and the bleach here. The bleach, under Know Your Bleach, you'll need to know your bleach because there's different recipes for how much of the active ingredient you have in that bleach. So it shows what a common label looks like, and the ingredient you're looking for on the bleach is the sodium hypochlorite. So on the bleach bottle I have here, I find the ingredient label right there, active ingredients, and right there it says sodium hypochlorite, and mine is 6.0. So know your bleach. If you purchase a bleach that does not have an ingredient label on it, you should not use that. Don't purchase splashless or bleach with fragrance in it. Okay? And also, I choose a small bottle because it's easier to manipulate than a heavier bottle. You could certainly empty, when it's empty, you could refill your small bottle with from a larger bottle, but it's easier to each day use and lift that small bottle. So that's why I choose that. All right, we've got our supplies. And we know which bleach we're using. So, oh, and one last thing I've printed is what's called an MSDS. It's a data sheet for safety. This just explains what to do in case of emergency. What if you get the bleach on your skin or your eyes? Bleach is considered hazardous. So this is just first aid information, how to respond, how to be careful using bleach. Next I have printed here the procedure. Again, it lists your equipment. In this, it also includes doing this in a well-ventilated area. So you could run the bathroom fan or you could open a window. But using bleach, you should have a well-ventilated area and access to water. So I've already got my apron on. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of my supplies on. My goggles, in case the bleach splashes. My gloves, to keep the bleach off my skin. Okay, and then I have my recipe right here. The recipes discuss making either a quart or a gallon, but I'm supposed to make my bleach daily, and I don't use an entire gallon, definitely, and I found I don't even use a quart's worth of sanitizer and disinfectant. So I choose to make 1/2 quart. 1/2 quart. So I've taken my quart bottles and I've measured it to 1/2. I've also written it on there. I used green for the sanitizer to match the green label and chose red for the disinfectant. It's also labeled disinfectant and sanitizer, but it's showing you I'm only doing 1/2 quart water, not the full quart. So for 1 quart, I would need 1/2 teaspoon of bleach for sanitizing using 6.0 bleach solution. So half of 1/2 would be 1/4. I have the 1/4 teaspoon for that. And then down here, disinfectant. I'm using 6.0% bleach. I'm making half of a quart. So I'm going to take 2 1/4 and divide that in half to make 1 teaspoon and 1/8. All right. Let's get started. I'll unscrew my spray. Use my jar, which you could use a measuring cup. Let's see how it fits under the sink nicely. And always use cold water. You will always use cold water. And you will always add bleach to water, not water to bleach. There's my line. Here's my funnel. Let's pour to the line. There we go. We're ready for the disinfectant. There we go. We have water. Now we need bleach. This is where using a small container is very helpful. There's my sanitizer. Notice a very small amount will sanitize. Next, we are making disinfectant. It's stronger, so it has more bleach. There we go. No mixing required. It's just ready to go. Sanitizer. Disinfectant. There we go. Now, a sanitizer would be used for cleaning many things. Food services, kitchen. This is classroom, but obviously your entire house. Spray the doorknobs, spray handrails, spray items to clean. Keep in mind though that for disinfectants and sanitizers to work, there must be a 2-minute contact time. You must let it sit and dry before you touch it for you to expect it to actually have worked and cleaned. A disinfectant is strong, and you wouldn't want to use that on anything that a child might touch or put in their mouth. So disinfectants are used for cleaning bathrooms and anytime there's a body fluid spill. So cleaning up those kinds of things, you would use a disinfectant. So you can imagine disinfectant I'm going to take to all the bathrooms in my house, and sanitizer I'm going to use in all the other rooms. There we go. Now, you don't just sanitize and disinfect when you're cleaning. I use what's called the 3-step method, which the health department teaches. First, I'm going to clean off any visible dirt. So in a green spray bottle, you can see number 1, first step, clean. In this spray bottle is soap and water. Of course, you add water first and then add some soap. I chose to put Dawn soap in here. You don't want to add the soap to the water, or the water to the soap, because it just makes a bubbly mess. There's for cleaning with soap. Get the dirt off first. Here's just water in blue. All the kids around here know if something's in a blue bottle, it's just water. And then I choose to keep some of the sanitizer. I pour into a smaller bottle to keep handy in the kitchen for cleaning the table before we eat. So that's the 3-step method. Spray with soap and water, wipe off with a paper towel. Spray with rinse water, wipe off with a paper towel, and then spray with a sanitizer or disinfectant. Allow to sit 2 minutes. Then if it's still wet, you can wipe off with a paper towel. The health department also includes what to clean and how often to clean. This is super handy if you're ever curious. How often should you clean the door and cabinet handles? Or how often should you clean your floors and carpets and rugs? Yep, there we go. This is very useful. So you might want to check that out at the health department. There we go. So lastly, storing. So as you can see, this is very handy to have, and I keep in a cupboard close to where I use that frequently. These I store in here. They suggest the bottles not touch each other, so I keep them in separate bins. There's the bleach. Here are my gloves, my goggles, and my funnel. There we go. Keep those in there. With a child lock. My apron goes in the other one with a child lock. And you would end the day cleaning your area. Again, we use soap first, paper towel, rinse water. Let's rinse that soap off there. There we go. And then spray with your sanitizer and allow to sit for 2 minutes. There you go. So as you can see, making a sanitizer and disinfectant is super easy, doesn't take long, and it's very affordable. You don't need very much bleach. A bottle of bleach will last you a long way. So I hope that you'll consider maybe making your own and checking out the cleaning schedule from the health department. And yeah, so thanks for watching.